I think it's important as an engineer to see the impacts of your work because I think engineers, we all have good intentions, but good intentions don't always translate well to a product that works for everyone. So being in the field, talking to people, talking to the stakeholders, and seeing your designs in action, like that is the way that you're going to know that you're doing good work.
Problems that we're facing with respect to climate change and sustainability are so acute and so pervasive and so urgent that there's really no time to waste on hypothetical or theoretical or academic solutions. We need to go rapidly from the basics to the application. And one of the best ways to do that is just immerse people into these problems and at an early phase.
We also have social justice issues. We have quite a lot of health issues that is facing their generation. So we continuously reevaluate our curriculum and design new courses, bring in new contents into existing courses to train the students to face real-world problems.
We're definitely seeing a lot more engineering professors and students who want the full picture, who want to understand the social issues, who want to work with people from other disciplines. It's definitely like I can feel the tone shifting in that way.
There's so much to solve, so many challenges, so many wicked problems facing our world, and we consider Philadelphia our living laboratory.
Senior design is a project that senior engineering students embark on over the course of the 9 months of their last year. This is like the nexus of your education. So our senior design project is working on addressing the extreme heat in Hunting Park. Esperanza is a community organization and they have a lot of initiatives right now that are addressing extreme heat. So we kind of partnered up with them and they acted as our client for senior design to help them figure out quantitatively how different heat mitigation strategies would work on a block in Hunting Park, like vegetation, shade structures, pavement wetting, and cool roofs. We are modeling just one block, but we're hoping that this will be empowering for the community to understand like how these heat mitigation strategies could also work on their blocks.
Just learning like the complexity of urban planning and climate change and environmentalism and community organizing, I've really benefited from getting all of these different perspectives.
Drexel, as a co-op school, our students in general have a very practical set of experiences. So in addition to the classroom learning, they're getting 2 or 3 co-ops. And those 2 or 3 co-ops are introducing them very early to real-world constraints. So it's one thing you learn in school, it's another thing that you do in the field, and they're learning those 2 things in parallel.
My first co-op, I went into working at the oil refinery, Philadelphia Energy Solutions, which is like one of the biggest ones on the East Coast.
My first co-op, I ended up working for the city of Philadelphia's real estate team where we assessed their current buildings and located new buildings for the city to purchase.
I was really excited to get my next position, which was at a engineering design firm.
My second co-op was with UN Cole in their fire protection engineering team. When my third co-op came around, I went to Wick Fisher White because they had a position for building automation systems, which was something that I was newly interested in.
Co-op is Drexel's difference maker. They often come back and say, it wasn't just the doing of my tasks, but it was I learned how to work with people, different people with different degrees, different backgrounds, different generations, and for that, the students are better educated about not just what it means to do engineering tasks, but how to be an engineer.
I really tried to use my 3 co-ops to do 3 very different things to get a sense of what it was I wanted to do going forward.
You can learn what you like and what you don't like as well. That's just as important. And I feel more well-equipped to go to job interviews, for example, and actually like going through the phases of getting a job. I think I have more connections to different industries.
Very few universities do what we do at the scale and the scope of what we do.
One other form of experiential learning is getting involved in research. And here at Drexel, we have world-class research. We are a R1 institution, which means it's a Carnegie classification that says we are one of the highest performing research universities in the country.
My research team has been richly funded in the past years by, say, National Science Foundation and also Department of Energy, focusing on developing new smart building technologies.
We're working with a couple other universities, Clemson University, Texas A&M University, and then Pacific Northwest National Lab, where it's a Internet of Things sensor project, making these sensors with a lesser cost barrier than some of the sensors out on the market.
We are very proud of being the force, pushing the forefront of scientific findings and being the forefront of generating new toys for the engineers to improve their work efficiency, battle climate change. I think also bring a much better and brighter future for human society.